Wolverines are surprisingly strong and aggressive. Find out how this one got the best of a human in its first, most fearless Wolverine fighting and attacking moments. Wolverines belong to the weasel family, but they are a stockier build than most weasels. Although they are small, they are surprisingly strong. Their sharp fangs and developed upper body muscles allow them to take on animals many times their size. They've been known to defeat bears, mountain lions, and even moose. Fortunately, Wolverines rarely attack humans.
I made a movie about a Wolverine and ow!
If a human simply faces a Wolverine and stares it down, it is likely to run away. However, that was not the case in Crossskay Wildlife Park in Haines, Alaska. The Haines Homeschool program was just visiting the park and observing how the Wolverine interacted with its handler. It jumped on the handler's back, eventually causing him to stumble to the ground. Although this behaviour was mostly friendly and playful, the footage shows the animal's sharp teeth and claws. It's enough to make me cringe in fear. Let this be a lesson that Wolverine should always be handled by professionals. Beware of any Wolverine, even ones that are supposed to be tame. Foxes are common Wolverine prey. They are smaller than Wolverines. They also both like to hang out in remote settlements far from humans. When this clip opens, we see a Wolverine seemingly at play. He tumbles around a small bush, lifting his chubby legs in the air and kicking up his feet. The Wolverine's lack of interest in the fox causes the smaller animal to come nearer. That's a mistake. Although it's uncertain if the Wolverine ever attacks the fox, we do know it's taking quite a chance. Although Wolverines are fierce predators, they source most of their food from previous animal attacks. Wolves, in particular, are very sloppy eaters, known for leaving a mess of meat behind whenever they devour a meal. The Wolverine will often feast on these remains whenever they encounter them. In this scene, we see two Wolverines who come across the same remains. They seem willing to battle each other to the death for the chance to eat the carcass. After all, these finds are rare and the Wolverines often go long periods without food. These two Wolverines roll on top of each other and reveal sharp claws and teeth until one claims victory. The other scampers away while its victor greedily munches on the dead animal. Hey, ever heard of Wolverine table etiquette? Didn't think so. The next scene shows three Wolverines wrestling in the snow. Unlike the last scene, they seem to be having much more fun than fighting. It kind of looks like a good game of monkey in the middle. These two seem to be playing around well. Hopefully, their playdate doesn't become violent. I'm not sure about you, but I wouldn't want my dog anywhere near a Wolverine. Here's a group of 6 dogs exploring a snowy landscape. It's likely their owner has lost track of their whereabouts. When they come across the Wolverine, they decide it would be fun to gang up on it. After all, it's smaller than they are, and hey, there's only one of it and 6 of them. Boy, are they in for a surprise. All the Wolverine needs to do is lash out aggressively, and the dogs run for the hills. Here's what happens when a dog encounters a Wolverine on the beach. It chases the Wolverine, but after sensing the aggressiveness, it holds back on getting too close. It leaves the Wolverine to run away. Wolverines may seem small to dogs, but they will fight all day if they must. They leave domesticated animals shaking in their boots. This final scene shows another dog versus Wolverine encounter in the snow. No surprise, the dogs run away. Please share, like, comment and subscribe to this channel. Don't be a drongo, make sure you do it. Wolverines and wolves are common enemies because they both hang around in the same territories. Here we see a wolf approaching a Wolverine den and boldly removing the smaller animal. The Wolverine stumbles under the wolf's grasp, rolling over and over. Although it gets a bite in, it seems mostly defeated, but it rallies in the third. The wolf quickly realizes the stumbling business was just an act and makes haste for the door. Wolverines can even hold their own against 2 large wolves. The wolves seem to have the wolverine surrounded, but suddenly it hunches down on its haunches with a mighty roar. Its pure aggressiveness is enough to turn the hunted into the hunter. It should come as no surprise that the wolverine is related to the equally aggressive honey badger. Although the honey badger is smaller than the wolverine, it is more agile and better at climbing and hunting. It uses these skills to escape from predators. Here we see a wolverine battling a wolf over an animal carcass. The wolverine lashes out with its teeth and semi-retractable claws. The wolf doesn't think twice before running away, literally with its tail between its legs. In this battle of wolf versus wolverine, also over an animal carcass, the wolverine lashes out before the wolf can even get close. Its layers of fur keep it warm while the claws keep it protected. Its aggressiveness makes it a difficult target to kill. Deer and goats are common wolverine prey. They find the meat tasty whether they're feasting on their kills or someone else's. Knowing they may not find much meat in the winter, they eat what they can and store what they can't for later, hiding it under the snow. Wolverines are nimble creatures and may even hide in tree branches and jump down on their prey to attack. They're solitary animals and typically hunt alone, coming together in warmer weather to breed. This wolverine is happily munching on a deer carcass. He enjoys the fact that no animal is threatening him and trying to move in on his dinner. Wolverines aren't even afraid to attack bigger deer, like reindeer. Check out this wolverine as it jumps down on the reindeer's head in the middle of a snowstorm. The reindeer runs around in circles, unable to see due to the swirling snow and the wolverine hat it's wearing. Talk about a fashion faux pas. Pumas are many times the size of wolverine. Their huge claw and teeth could take on a wolverine any day, but the wolverine is so aggressive, it sends the puma running the other way. No doubt the puma could easily take on the wolverine. It's bigger and more powerful, plus consider all its natural weapons. But the wolverine's aggressiveness makes the big cat doubt itself, and that's enough to make it flee. Oh, we're almost at number one. Which wolverine battle do you think will earn the top spot? Has the wolverine family finally met its match? It boldly snatches an American badger from its den. The two animals are roughly the same size and equally as aggressive. Who will win? The badger has the leverage of its den, which makes it difficult for the wolverine to draw it out. Its loose skin means the wolverine has trouble holding onto its body. Plus, the badger is fighting on its own territory, which gives it an advantage. The wolverine realizes it doesn't have much to lose by walking away, and that's exactly what it does. We've seen wolverines fight big cats and other creatures many times their size, but can it defeat the black bear? The bear angers the wolverine by trespassing on its territory. Although the large animal doesn't seem very aggressive, the wolverine is ready to fight. It bares its claws and exposes its specialized teeth, ready to go into battle. The bear's attitude makes no difference. It infringed on the wolverine's territory, and it must pay the price. The wolverine's aggressive nature sends the bear running, much like so many of its opponents. Wolverines cover a lot of territory when they hunt, especially the males. One male covered nearly 500 miles of territory in 8 days. The creatures have powerful memories and often stop at the same spots each year. The animals know they must constantly hunt to survive. When the males reach sexual maturity at around 1 or 2 years of age, they begin venturing out close to 300 miles from their home range each day. Females typically stay closer to home. This clip shows a video hunting encounter with a marmot. The marmot cries at the wolverine's attack, but no one comes to its rescue. It's a small consolation that the wolverine struggles to carry the large rodent back to its den.
Cheers for watching and good on you, mate. Now, if you want to be a cool cobber, give this next video a burl.